AI just dropped a week full of plot twists. And honestly, it feels like we're living inside of a sci-fi movie. All right? Sam Altman made a jaw-dropping prediction. Meta just unveiled a new lab with a not-so-subtle name. AI avatars are outselling humans in live stream shopping. And Hertz is in the hot seat for charging customers hundreds of dollars thanks to scanners that might be a little too smart for their own good. All right? And here's the kicker. All of these stories connect. They're not just random tech headlines, y'all. They're pieces of a puzzle showing us how quickly AI is weaving itself into our everyday lives. From what kids will learn in school to how we shop, to even how we get billed when we return a rental car. Before we dive deep, one quick ask, y'all. A lot of you guys watch these breakdowns and forget to subscribe. Now, it really does help me out, and it helps me keep bringing you the stories that matter. And it takes 2 seconds, y'all. So if you're vibing with this content, hit that subscribe button, throw a like on the video, and let's get into it, all right? So let's start with the quote that set the internet on fire. All right. Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, said, "No kid born today will ever be smarter than AI." Now, pause on that. That's not just a hot take. It's a worldview. When people hear smarter, they think of grades, creativity, or wisdom. But in AI circles, smarter means raw information processing power, faster memory, more precise recall, and the ability to run through trillions of calculations in seconds. All right. Imagine comparing a human with a calculator that also comes preloaded with the entire world's encyclopedias and can reference them instantly. That's the level of smarter that Altman is pointing to, right? But here's where it gets tricky. People aren't just calculators, all right? We have emotions. We have imaginations. We have intuition. A child might not memorize data as fast as GPT-5, but a child can write a song that makes you cry or come up with a joke that no algorithm would ever predict, all right? So Altman's statement triggered huge backlash, right? Critics argued that reducing intelligence to processing ignores everything that makes us human, right? And this sparks a bigger question. If machines outpace us in logic and knowledge, what unique value do we bring to the table? Are empathy and creativity the new superpowers, or does AI eventually learn those too? From Altman's words about the future of intelligence, let's move to the companies trying to build that future in real time. Meta, the same company behind Facebook and Instagram, just launched something called Meta Superintelligence Labs. And let's be real, the name isn't subtle, okay? They didn't call it AI Labs or Future Research Labs. They called it Superintelligence Labs. That's a flex. It signals a full throttle focus on building AI systems that don't just compete with OpenAI or Google. They aim to leapfrog them. For everyday users, this means, more AI tools baked directly into Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Think smarter chat assistants, content creation tools, maybe even AI generated feeds. But with great power, comes, a lot of ethical headaches. All right, because when Meta says they want to ship powerful models fast, the question becomes, what corners are being cut? And do we trust the same company that's been grilled in Congress over social media addiction and misinformation to now lead the race towards superintelligence? if that feels big, let's ground it in something that hits closer to home. How you actually spend your money, right? In China, AI avatars are quietly changing the way people shop online. And they're not just competing with humans, they're beating them. Beating them, okay? Picture this. You open a live stream shopping app, and the person talking to you isn't a person at all. It's an avatar that looks flawless, never stumbles over words, and can stream 24/7 without ever getting tired. These avatars don't eat, they don't sleep, and they don't ask for pay raises, all right? They can read the chat, they can answer product questions instantly, and tailor their pitch in real time based on what viewers type, right? The results. Same brands reported a 30% spike in sales in just a 2-hour stream after switching from human hosts to AI avatars. 30% from a digital face, all right? And here's the ripple effect. For years, companies have paid influencers huge sums to pitch products, all right? But if an AI avatar can do it better, cheaper, and without ever logging off, why wouldn't brands switch? What happens to authenticity when your favorite host is literally lines of code? And do audiences even care as long as the deals are good? I think not. Now, speaking of deals that don't feel so good, let's talk about Hertz. All right. The rental car giant is under fire after customers started reporting surprise charges for damage they swear they didn't cause. At the center of it, AI scanners. Yep. Yep. The technology, built by a company called Eli, is designed to scan cars at the airport for scratches and dings. In theory, it's brilliant. No more arguments about whether that dent was there before you rented the car or not. But in practice, people are getting billed $200 to $500 for tiny marks, and sometimes no human double checks the scans before the charges go through. Ain't that crazy? Psh. Look, it's gotten so serious, right, that Representative Nancy Mace launched a formal inquiry into the practice, right? And the reason is simple. When automation starts taking people's money without oversight, that's not efficiency. That is exploitation. Okay? So, how does this tech even work? Well, in plain terms, it's called computer vision. Basically, you train a machine learning model on thousands of cars' photos, right? Cars with damage, cars without damage, all right? And the system learns to spot patterns. You know, how a scratch reflects light, how dents distort body panels, right? Now, if the training data is balanced, the system gets more accurate over time. But if it's too strict, it flags everything. And when you have no human review on top of that, you basically built a vending machine for complaints. Customers get angry, lawmakers get involved, and suddenly your shiny AI rollout looks like a PR disaster. Okay? And that connects us back to the bigger picture, y'all. Altman's prediction, Meta's new lab, AI avatars replacing human influencers and Hertz scanners, they all tell the same story. Power without safeguards is dangerous, right? Whether it claims that AI will outthink every child, companies racing to build superintelligence without pause, avatars outperforming human sellers, or automated systems charging people hundreds without fairness checks, the pattern is clear. Enthusiasm is outpacing accountability, right? So, what do we do about it? Well, Here are 4 practical things that you can put into play, right? 1, teach your circle, whether it's kids, co-workers, or clients, that AI is powerful, but it is flawed. Just like a calculator, it's only as good as the inputs, right? 2, demand transparency. Ask who's setting the rules, y'all, whether it's Meta's labs or Hertz billing system, okay? 3, use AI intentionally, not impulsively, okay? Test edge cases. Imagine where it could go wrong before you deploy it, right? And number 4, set boundaries, especially if you are a creator, an entrepreneur, or a leader. Decide where AI helps you scale and where your human touch is non-negotiable, right? That brings us full circle. AI is accelerating fast, but speed without direction can be dangerous. Okay, so the real question isn't how powerful will AI get? It's how do we guide it in a way that benefits people, not just corporations. All right, that's today's download, y'all. If you learned something, make sure you hit subscribe, hit that like button, and share this with a friend who needs to know where the future is headed. Okay? And here's one to spark the comments. With AI avatars now selling products better than humans, who do you trust more? A live human host or a digital one? And why? I'm Anthony Applewhite, y'all, and thanks for tuning in to Applewhite Intel. Stay curious, stay critical, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.